Oneyplays! With friends.
Okay. I was thinking about this, and then I remembered that a plot point in the original game was, oh, it's a bad idea to make an artificial heart. You shouldn't do it. So, it's not a thing that I should feel bad for poking holes in, I think.
You escaped.
Shut up.
Piece of cake.
Piece of shit. Sora, stop shitting. Stop it.
I can't abide violence.
There's not enough room in the gummy toilet.
It's not funny, stop it. I know I giggled once, but it's getting old.
I may be smiling while I'm talking.
But believe me, I'm distressed.
It's mostly shock, Sora. It's not endearment no more.
I know you think you're real edgy with your shock humor, Sora, but it's gonna wear thin eventually.
Goofy.
Aren't we here because of the picture?
We fart here? I'll smell my old fart. I'll show it to you.
He slowly appears in the picture.
The fart?
No, I meant Goofy, but
Goofy like squatting and farting a big green cloud.
I like that. He pranked them all.
Let's go see Hayner and those guys again.
Let's see
I
if-
didn't bother to remember their names.
Let's use some kind of magical spell on their farts. See, we can experiment.
Let's rig up an ingenious pipe system so I can fart directly onto their clubhouse.
Has anyone ever done that?
In real life,
That's like a Beano comic thing to do.
That's a really good idea.
You wouldn't be able to expel the gas with the force it takes in order to do that.
There's some way you could
travel
funnel your
down a
farts
tube.
into someone's house without them knowing. That would be hilarious.
Chris, that'd be a Beano comic. It'd be Santa on the chimney farting down it.
Parp.
Parp. Is that the sound effect you like for farting?
That's what the Beano uses for farting.
Oh.
It says parp. No, I like that. That's
How would you write that out?
F-I-I-I-I-I-I-I-G-G-G. No, it's like F-F-F-F-F-B-B-B-B-B-G-G-G-H.
I wouldn't think of a fart if I saw that. If I saw I don't think I'd think of a fart.
Okay, how about T-H-H-H-H-H-F?
I would think you had your cat on the keyboard. That doesn't sound like a sound effect.
That sounds like an arrow flew by your head.
I've seen
It sounds like a balloon being drained.
I've seen some serious
That's kind of
liberties
like-
been taken with comic books describing sounds like thirk.
That's true. That's because people gotta coin their own sound effects.
I'd rather do that than do Fairly Odd Parents, like, oh, noun. Like, the thing that you turned into, it says that.
That's funny. That's the point.
That makes me mad. I don't like it. It gets...
That was the joke, you fucking loser!
The thing is, you can only make that joke a couple of times at most. After that, then it just makes you look lazy.
It's tradition.
Tradition.
You can fall back after you do
Tradition.
it, then you make it say joke, and then I think you've exhausted everything at that point.
I like this song.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah, this is a peaceful little 9/11 song.
If you're thinking of 7-Eleven, that's the convenience store. I get confused sometimes too.
That would suit a 7-Eleven store.
This?
Is there anything
No,
else?
Probably.
And you see the little 7-Eleven man running around
Yeah,
behind the counter.
he's dropping hot dogs everywhere. They're bouncing at you.
That would suit.
You have to quick time react them back into the oven.
Oh, yeah, he swings his keyblade. Okay, I'm just looking around to see if there's any chests that I missed. It doesn't
One
look
time
like
I
it.
walked into 7-Eleven, and there was no one there, and I walked in. I opened the slidey door, and I could see the little man cutting open one of the hot dogs with his switchblade. And he hocked a little loogie into it and closed
And he
it
sewed
up.
it back up.
He sewed it back up.
I look back at you.
He looked back
And
at
he
me.
winked.
He smiled, and his brown teeth glistened in the moonlight. And he went, hello, yes.
He went,
He was literally just going,
listen,
And
gibberish scares me.
And that's why-
I would be really nervous if somebody looked at me dead in the eye and they were going,
He gets the hot dog grill out and he turns them all over and he shows all the stitches on them.
That's
He's
why
been
it'd be
doing it
really
all of them.
creepy.
That's why I don't blame 7-Eleven. I just blame that guy because he was crazy.
Wait, that actually happened? I thought it was a joke.
That was a joke.
Oh.
But, My sister speaks gibberish in her sleep, and it's the scariest thing.
Oh, yeah. Does she
sew
open
hot
her
dog shut?
eyes?
No, oh, I forget. It's been so long, but she used to go like, she's like Popeye.
Hubbada skibbida hubbada.
That's Mushmouth combined with Popeye.
Shut the fuck up.
It could be both.
Popeye would say words.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
He says
Beat the shit
open
out of you.
sesame.
That's what he says in the movie.
If you say one more fucking word, I'll bit the fucking shit out of you. Yeah, skibbity.
They had to beat that.
Yeah, skibbity.
I'll rip your fucking ears off you.
They got away with it because he said skibbity at the end.
Everyone, I like you still. You're
we
still.
got some problems with the film. If you could add a skibbity there, I think we
gonna-
could excuse it.
I'm gonna drop a fucking brick on your head, you skibbity.
Oh, he's so endearing.
That's only PG-13. That's not an R.
I'm gonna fucking rape.
Anyway, wow, look at all those fun icons. It's like a little game in itself.
It's tic-tac-toe.
Jiminy Cricket is reading all about the news.
Sorry about that. I wanted to see if I could finish the
He
goddamn
buys
puzzle
Disney
yet.
Adventure magazine when he checks out at the grocery store.
I kind of miss thinking Disney magazine was fun. Disney Adventures.
Do they still do those
The
anymore?
only thing that I don't think they do. The only thing I would ever get it for was the comics, and even then, I would
Yeah.
get one and I would be disappointed because it wasn't the comics I liked.
They had Nightmare Ned comics. I remember that.
That is cool.
And there was... I remember this because I remember as a kid, like, I had a friend who was really scared of it, and he didn't want that
Nightmare
issue.
Ned?
Yeah, he didn't want that issue of it open. And it was like... It was
I
a
feel
comic
bad for
about
the kid
him...
who's that scared.
Yeah, it was a comic about him, like, being dressed as a spork for Halloween, and he didn't want to be one because he thought that was a really lame costume, and then he had a nightmare about other kids dressed as sporks being tortured and murdered, and that scared my friend a lot. He didn't
Aw.
like that.
I can see why.
I'm pretty sure when I was younger, I bought some, I think it was a Looney Tunes comic or something.
Uh-huh.
And it came with this, like, it was a Halloween edition, and it came with this, like, toy of, like, a scary statue head that had nothing to do with Looney Tunes. And it was, like, the scariest thing I've ever seen. It was, like, genuinely terrifying to look at.
Was that what it looked like? Was that lady?
No, it was
Okay.
like a... Do you ever...
Can I not? I
it
guess
was
I
just
can't
like a
go
really
here.
scary, like, black-eyed, like, rotting corpse head, and I don't know why...
You know what? When I was growing up, because we were living in like a really old house, the basement was kind of scary because there was a bathroom down there that was just a hole in the ground. And the worst part was that there was like this metal crafted like portrait of a guy's face on the wall down there in the little bathroom.
That's scary.
And it was all rusty like metal, so it's like dripping and everything, and it looks really bizarre. And I don't know why it was still hung up, because everything else that was down there was gone. But that was still down there, and I remember that was like a weird thing for us that we didn't want to ever go down there to look at it. Because it was scary.
Good scary, alright. Why are you a card?
Because he played
'Cause
the
he has
game and he lost.
Magic powers. I like that. I wish they had more weird transformations in this. It's fun.
I want you to look like a little
How am I supposed to get
jumping
to the...
bean.
I don't remember...
You want a little jumping
Which
bean with
exit it
Sora's
is.
hair on it?
And his little eyeballs, yeah.
This one goes to...
You know they're not beans,
Yeah,
Chris.
we need to get
What are
to
they?
They're eggs.
What?
They're little eggs
Market Commons.
for buggies. And you know they put those in your Beanie Babies too. And all
Really?
your favorite stuffed animals.
Are you shitting on me?
And they're all gonna hatch. And
Wait
they're
a
gonna carry you
minute.
off in the night.
I don't care.
Where will he go?
They'll
I would
put you in the
rather
toilet and
die.
give you a swirly.
I don't.
They'll form a giant hand.
I don't fear death.
I didn't say kill.
Skibbity hibbity.
Swirly isn't going to kill.
Skibbity hibbity hibbity.
Has anyone died from a swirl? I guess so. You could drown them.
Probably. I wonder if anybody's died.
I did.
Tell me about it. What's the afterlife like?
One huge swirly.
How do you feel about the... How do you
I can
feel,
imagine
Chris?
it. It would be like the Hercules like soul pool,
Yeah.
and your head would be dunked in it.
That's horrible.
All the souls of everybody who ever got swirlied, they're in there.
Swirly hell.
You had to hear them all moan while you're having a swirly.
Well, on that topic, Chris, I was already going to ask, how do you feel about the convention of having ghosts they take on the form of
How they
just
died?
after death? Yeah.
I don't like that. That freaks me out.
It would be very troublesome because there's a lot of really awful, awkward and/or impractical ways to die.
Yeah,
where
like
if you were stuck in that form, it would be very troublesome.
yeah, like what if you died just from bleeding from a botched or circumcision? then your ghost just has like a bloody dick, and it's just like
Yeah, like you would have. I guess I don't
You're
know.
just
Are you
mad
a
'cause you're
baby
like-
or are you a full-grown person?
exactly. You're a little baby with a bleeding cock, and you're like, I look ridiculous.
Well, you'd also be going to
I'm not
hell
even
too because you're
scary.
not pure anymore. They screwed it up.
That's true.
You're a little sinner.
I always thought it'd be funny to have a baby head on a huge man's body,
And what would you do with it?
guide it around town.
Say, this is my new friend, the Lummies. Say hello.
He goes,
Lummies.
Oh, he needs his nummy Lummies for his belly. Hang on. And
You
you
feed
set out,
him
yeah,
Oreos.
you lay out a little play mat for him, and you give him some graham crackers.
Julian, what would you do if the Lummies?
The Lummies.
What would you do if the Lummies?
Is this like a species? Like in
Yeah.
That's
in
our new creature. It's
Okay.
the huge.
It's like the Garbage Pail Kids. They're called the Lummies.
the Lummies.
It's like a huge, like fully grown man body with a tiny newborn baby head on it.
Yeah.
But the baby head, it is technically like a man's head, but it just looks like a baby's head.
Okay.
But he also has half the intelligence of like a 10-year-old. So he's just like pretty dumb 10-year-old.
So a 5-year-old.
Yeah. I don't know why I said that.
I
His
imagine
mouth.
he has a baby's neck, despite having an adult's body, so
Yeah.
his little baby face is being shoved down into his
Yeah,
body really
exactly.
hard, pushing the fat up on his face.
So now that you know that
So
this
he looked like a
thing,
little Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
this thing is 50 years old, but it has the mind of a 5-year-old.
Okay.
It starts running at you and
Oh
grabbing.
my god! It killed some people.
I can't believe it!
It runs at you and it's trying to grab your cock constantly. Like it's
Oh
like.
my god!
It's,
Why?
It's like it follows, but he'll never stop. He only wants to grab your cock.
Sora!
I'd be very
the Lummies
upset.
are
I
here!
don't want this baby to be.
Would you
to be
punch it
getting-
in the head to make it stop?
I don't know. I'd probably just like try to distance. I'd try to pawn it off on somebody and be like, "Hey, this.
No, he's not.
I can't deal with this baby."
Juliet's cock. He's grabbing at it.
I'd be incredibly upset.
Well, what would you do? You would have to hit it or something.
Why do I have to hit it? Why are you trying to force me to hit a baby?
Because it will never stop. It will always try to get into your room. It'll smash through windows and knock down your doors and stuff.
See, seek it on
How
somebody
did I
else.
end up with this thing?
You read the Book of the Lummies like you were asked not to. The ancient Book of the Lummies.
And it summoned one. It pulled one into our world.
What's the incantation for a Lummy?
Lummy everywhere.
Lummy, he no care.
But not
If-
a lummy to stink.
So what is there? Is it this like the fluppies? Is there a dimension where they come from?
Yeah, never-ending landscape of lummies just
Yeah,
bumping into each other.
It's called the Luppiverse.
The Luptex.
Look, look at this plot development, guys. How do you feel?
I'm more focused on the Luptex.
Are you the lup text?
It's like a
It's like
vortex.
subtext, but it's
The pouch is
lup
from the
text.
king, which he
For
stole.
the train ride, he gave us the crystal too.
And the math.
But then, where did the king get it?
I get it, because crystal.
There's gotta be another town out there like this one. That would explain how the king got that pouch in the crystal.
It would also explain how anybody exiting that world and coming into this one would remember their experiences with us and might experience a
It
negative
all adds
emotional
up,
reaction
Sora.
to have
Everything
to leave
this
us.
child says adds up because you see, if he does this in the third ring of hell, that'll unleash this shadow demon, which is now behind you.
That'd set the record
He's not a shadow
straight.
demon. He's a being
That's a
of
dusk.
nothingness.
They've got
That's a
very
nobody. That's a dusk. That's a
feminine
newcomer to the game.
asses.
They sure do, don't they?
They've got feminine
Oh my
asses,
God.
but male torsos.
I'm not gonna complain.
Mickey, you look stupid.
One. I killed one.
I think that's enough for me now.
Goodbye.
I've seen enough slaughter.
No!
They overuse these ones.
It's because they're the most common nobody, commonly known as dusks.
Yeah, that's what he says at the beginning. Remember, he talked to you for 8 minutes about it.
I don't care. I want to see
It's probably
Sora.
because not only are they the basic enemies, but they're very elaborately animated, so I think they want to show them off a lot.
Julian, what would you do if in Kingdom Hearts 3 there was a world called the World of the Soras, and you walk into it, and
There's
it's
a giant Sora head.
yeah, it's a huge Sora
Like
head.
in I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts, like in Silent Hill.
Yeah, it's a huge Sora head you're standing on, and there's just like 50 PS1 Soras.
I can imagine this world because as you're landing in the gummy ship, Goofy says, "Remember what the king said? He said we can't come back from this." And as soon as you land, you look behind you and there's two Soras behind you instead of Goofy and Donald.
But they're the Kingdom Hearts 1 PS2 Sora model.
Would you go to the land of Soras, Julian?
I guess I would visit. I'd see how it is. But the thing is, I can't leave, right? Isn't that what they're saying?
Mm-hmm. And you'll become a Sora.
That wouldn't be the worst thing. I'd probably rather be Sora than me.
You know what? Who's to say in Kingdom Hearts 3 they won't reveal there's a whole world of Soras? Who knows?
It really is up in the air. I have no idea what they're gonna do with the story.
They could do anything.
It's just a feeling.
I do want to make the prediction that they're gonna give
the
Maleficent a redemption arc.
I think they are.
She's gonna be a good guy by the end of the game. Let's see if that happens.
I feel like it too.
Mickey's got fucking belts on his shoes.
But Your Majesty, why?
I don't talk to you.
3 games I promised them. We're on number 2, Sora. Figure it out.
I can see him again.
I don't remember that being animated. I hope they reanimated that because this is a better edition. EX.
Mickey's confused and wants to go home.
I don't understand your physiology.
Human anatomy scares me.
Let's go.
Do you think that would be the case? Do you think that cartoon characters would be really creeped out by people?
Yeah, they're too detailed and
I'd
weird.
be creeped out by Mickey Mouse because he doesn't have much of a character, so he can't even emote or like respond to you normally. You ask him what's wrong and he goes, I can't tell you that.
I don't want to talk about it.
His response there was, you guys. What is that? They were just saying stuff to you. Do you want to actually like acknowledge that there was a conversation, Mickey?
How am I gonna get up there?
Mickey Mouse. Okay, he acknowledged.
Mickey on the
That's what he says. Mickey reveals himself finally in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's his first words.
And Goofy says, I remember. Down came an engine and oh no!
I remember
King
now
Mickey,
the memories
look out!
are returning.
Look out! No!
They have like the motion blur on it as it zooms at the screen.
If they put Mickey on a railway in Kingdom Hearts 3, I will legitimately pay $400.
Pay who?
Steamboat Willie.
Okay.
There's gotta be Mickey on a railway somewhere.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to get to a computer.
These kids are fucking smart, by the way. They discovered there's an alternate reality.
Wait, did they?
Yeah.
They shouldn't do that.
All on their own.
Wow, I love what you just did there.
Wow.
The Mansion Fjord.
It's called FOYER, Chris.
No, I know all about architecture.
You know what? Out of all the things, I was hoping that this edition of the game would let me exit out into that courtyard. I guess I still can't.
Maybe in Kingdom Hearts 3.
No.
Maybe not.
Mithril.
Maybe in Kingdom Hearts 2 Super Ultra Edition. They wouldn't call it that. What would they call it? They would call it Turbo. That's Kingdom Hearts, right?
What's another word that you can just, like, tack on, like, coded?
They would do something like that.
Amplify.
What I gotta do is not think. I need to not think
one.
of Street Fighter naming schemes. I need to think of Guilty Gear and BlazBlue because those have just as ridiculous of names. Like the new one is called. What is it? It's Xrd because they don't want to call it Triple X, so it's third, but they replaced the 3 with an X.
Aww.
It's Xrd. What would a Kingdom Hearts 2 new sequel be called? Comments. Go nuts. Let's hear them.
I would be very entertained if they made if they did Pokemon and they made Kingdom Hearts 2 too. I guess that's not necessarily just Pokemon. It was Final Fantasy also did that.
Wow, you got the Oral Kum. Julian.
Yeah.
What is your favorite metallic thing?
Shit, I'm thinking of keys because I've been playing this for too long.
That is so cool.
Metal thing, I don't know. The bean in Chicago.
That is a big cool metal bean.
That is a big metal thing.
Yeah.
That does exist.
That counts. Why can't that be my answer?
Do you appreciate all the unicorns that exist in this building?
I do. I feel like unicorns are underused at this point.
Do you think Ansem has a fascination for unicorns?
No, because they established that this was just an abandoned mansion that he moved into.
Well,
We found it.
That's no fair. Listen, it's as simple as making a new game and adding a little footnote that he also liked unicorns, and now it's canon.
Yeah, maybe that's why he picked it.
Yeah. It says here he likes
figures
unicorns.
the fat kid would know how to use the computer.
I can't go any further without a password.
Oh, Sora, you gotta see this one. It says that Ansem's favorite food is hot dogs. That's a new
It
bit.
would be sea salt ice cream.
That's
because I
here
keep
for
bringing
Final
it up.
Mix.
He left his Facebook open, though.
I'll make a post.
I'll make a post.
Nah, I don't know what to post. I'll just delete it all.
I've got a good joke. Let's say I'm pregnant.
Okay.
Oh,
What's
I
the
forgot.
name of the flavor?
Oh my
That was actually true.
God.
Ansem loved eating shit.